Welcome back to Her Standards with me, Queen Tambori. And you know what? Mnajuaniaje? In fact, I need to say, watu! Mnajuaniaje? Tuko hapa na Lily. You're very happy to have her on Her Standards. Does that sound familiar?
It sounds very familiar. In fact, the first time I met him, I told him, hey, you're sauti yako, man. Yeah.
Apparently, you are his fan.
Yes, I still am. Ukiniona kwa performances zake kinakwanga hapo mbele.
Hapa.
Aki. Hapo mbele. And in fact, he told me, anamejanga crowd na mimi. When I'm too excited, he's like, yeah, you know. So I also motivate him. I motivate him a lot. He sees me there, he's happy. At least our kids got to experience him performing. It was such a dream come true.
For them.
Kuna hiyo Koroga Festival, there was Ngoma Festival. I don't know which other one. Tulienda na watoi. So they were just up to kwa stage, dancing, jumping. You know, they don't understand, but later on when they come to see the videos, wataelewa. Yeah.
Alafu, ukisha kuwa fan wake, ukaendaje?
Nilikuwa tu fan wake, and then, of course, tuka-interact, tukalakiana, tukazaa, ndio tuka-move in sasa. Yeah.
Couple goals, eh? Mnatutisha.
You see what people don't know
is
that when you get married for like 10 years plus, sisi tumeclock your 10 years na tunaendelea. You've seen a lot, you know, you've experienced a lot, you've prayed a lot, you've smiled a lot, you have cried, you know, all these things. So when someone tells you they have been married for 30 years, respect them. I've been married for 10 years, I respect them. Because these days people only do 2 years and they're done, or 2 months.
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. And someone is like, I can't, you know. Because now you're leaving this person when they want me, you know. You jump onto the next person who was dumped because they probably did the same thing your ex did, you know. You know, we never know until you start interacting with people and then you live with them. You come to know that how their personalities are, you know. So, 10 years plus and counting, 3 kids later. Wow, it's amazing.
And you're glowing. When you talk about him, you're glowing
I'm
and
glowing.
smiling.
I'm blushing because I know he'll watch.
How do you keep the fire burning? How do you keep that? You guys have such great chemistry. Yeah. And I mean, when he introduces you and when he takes pictures with you, he seems like a really proud man.
Do you know I changed him so much?
Tell me about it.
Not like really changing him.
I'm not taking notes.
Not actually now forcing him to be someone that he's not. Yeah. But I think I was able to like make him open up and just relax, you know, and just be. Before I met him, I'm sure you had never seen him even posting pictures, even saying whether he's dating or not.
No.
Yeah, but somehow it got to a point where he was proud, you know, and I proved to him that I am a wife material. He can trust me. Like we can do this together, you know. There was a time my neighbor told me, my neighbor is Clemo's wife. She came to me and told me, hey, nani amesema, he wants to marry you. Ameambia, bwana yangu that he wants to marry. I'm like, hey, atiya. My God, I went home and cried. And let me tell you, shortly after it was my son's birthday, and he proposed to me. Ring aki imepotea. Such an expensive ring. Aki nilienda massage nikatoa. Nikaweka. So hiyo kufanya delivery na nini, I don't know what happened. Ikapotea, and it was the second ring. So just because I'm not wearing a ring does not mean anything. I'm still committed to my husband, and he's able to tell people that if hata ukienda kwa bio yake, he's written proud husband. Who does that? Because I don't know kujulikana wako single. So it's something nice. At least we've gone through the ups and downs and still decided to stick together. Because sitakaa hapa niseme ati it's all rosy and nini, especially dating a celebrity. Already marriage inakuanga na mambo yake. So you can imagine you're married to now someone who's very famous. Yeah, it's not easy. When you go out for dates, you cannot just have dates. You have to let him take pictures first, take nini first. And since people don't know me, And I'm not upset about it, but people don't know me. Mimi hata naweza baki kwa mlango kwa entrance. Watu wamemchukua, wanataka picha. Oh, let's do this, let's do this. So what I do, I just sit and watch and let him be Juacali. And then ikizidi sana ndo I'm like, hey, guys, tumekuja out date, you know. So it is not easy to date a celebrity because you cannot do stuff that normal couples do. So you have to be more creative. Like kwa nyumba sasa mtafanya nini? Sometimes you tell the children, go and sleep. And then you have your Kadina over there, you watch your movies, you dim the lights, you know. Yeah, but it's amazing. It comes with the territory, so I understand.
Territories, indeed. I was interviewing Sarah, and she actually, Sarah Kabu, she told me that sometimes there are lots of DMs that come to Simon's social media account, and some of it is not what she expects. Okay, it's not what is considered normal, because women send in nudes and they send with interesting messages and they flirt and whatnot. So Juacali, of course, is a celebrity, and I know for sure he has fans, genuine fans, and the ones that are not so genuine, the ones who want to ruin this beautiful, love story that you and him share. So in such a case, how do you deal with all these other women? Because it's not just you.
At first,
Yeah,
because I've evolved. At first, I used to call them back, like,
you stop calling my husband.
What you doing? Let me tell you, I can be gangster, I have like a switch. If I need to be gangster, on, So I used to call them, napiga kelele nambia, kwani mwoni yako married? Like, let me tell you the truth. Hakuna celebrity mwenye haujui about them. Because if you're a fan, you will Google them, and information will be there. So you cannot tell me, I did not know. He doesn't have to tell you. He's a celebrity. You know. If you don't know, what are you doing with your life? Why are you not like researching about this person that I think I want to date or I think I want to have a thing with? So I used to do that up until I realized that I'm not happy because my life is revolving around my husband. What are people telling him? What is he doing? No. I got to a point I decided, you know what? I am Lily Asigo. I'm a person, I have my hobbies, the things that I like. So I just focused on what I loved. I focused on my career, and then everything about my husband, I fight my battles on my knees. Because ukikimbizana na watu, hautashinda. There'll always be someone prettier than you. There'll always be someone who's more successful than you are. There'll always be someone who's more eloquent, Like, hatuwezi toshana kwa dunia. So for me, it is just prayers. And let me tell you, they work. If you try to katia my husband today, and I get that feeling, because it's just a feeling that you get. Sometimes it's not his fault, it is someone else's fault. I will pray about it, and I normally fast, and I will drive fast about that particular feeling that I'm feeling. I don't even need to get to find proof. And God works in mysterious ways, because not once, not twice, He has changed everything around in my house. Yani love inakuja sasa ina overflow. Things zinajicorrect tu zenyewe. So ukifuatana na watu, kama bado unaangalia DM, ufuatane na watu, unapiga watu kelele, maybe unatumia bloggers or sijui what. That's not going to help you. Only prayers will help you at workplace, in your marriage, in everything that you do. Yeah.
Amen to that. Let me ask you, are there moments when you feel like you have to dim your own light for His to shine bright?
Yes. I remember when we met, I had gone to different studios to record. I have recorded songs.
Singing?
I wanted, yes. Yes. But now, after we started dating and all, I was working at a hotel, as I've said, and the shifts were crazy. So I was always busy. He was also always busy. Sometimes I'm doing night shift and he's out performing. So my son was raised by so many house helps just because we were busy chasing careers. Yes. So I decided, let me just quit. In fact, so I've quit my job for my children just to let him be the one to hustle so much for the family. I have put my music career on hold because that space just wasn't for me at that particular time. Yeah, so I can say yes. There are times I've had to put my stuff on hold, but he's the one who came back and encouraged me. He told me, you know what, do what you want to do, you know, shine. He's taken me, in fact, when I went for driving school, akiimagine tu alidrive mbele yangu nikimfuata nyuma usiku, ni experience usiku, ni experience mchana. My first interview alinipeleka. Can you imagine? He was just seated somewhere hapo kwa kona. So pia yeye amenisaidia. You know, ameniambia you go out there, do this, and when I joined TV, alini encourage. In fact, tulifanya practice na yeye. Because the first time I tried, sikupata.
Okay.
And now the second time at least nikapata, but the first time we really tried, mpaka na nika teleprompter hapo, tunafanya YouTube, tunafanya nini, ananiambia shout, I want to hear you, and I'm all the way huko kwa bedroom, you know. So he is supportive. That's why I do not mind sometimes to just like sit back and just let him
take the lead. What do you think people who are dating celebrities or are thinking about dating celebrities? Sasa unajua wewe ni dada mkubwa.
Yes.
What can you tell them?
Nunua Panadol.
Starter pack.
Starter pack. Panadol. Prayers. Thick skin. Sometimes you have to like blind. Ni kama unaitwaje, unafunika tu macho unajifanya huoni. Hiyo ndo starter pack. Ukiwa na hizo zote uta succeed, because let me tell you, it's a lot. First of all, your relationship is not normal, because you cannot do what normal people do, like going out on dates. You can't even just go out for a swim. It's not possible. Watu wanataka kuangalia waone na wamevaa nini na wakoaje na wanafanya nini. You see, it's not even hata kwa watoto. After you've given birth to kids, we've posted photos before where people say, ona parents wanavaa vizuri lakini watoto. Me, I'm like, we shop for clothes and let our children choose what they want to wear. Me, my aki ukikuja kwangu unannounced, my daughter will pick sijui trouser gani ya kulala, awekele sijui gani juu, awekele ni. Me, I'm busy teaching my children to be independent. And you're busy trying to say, ho, sijui hafanyi, ho, sijui anini. So you just ignore and you do your parenting the way you want to do it. Not mimi siwezi, mtu hawezi ni dictate ya kitu nafaa kufanya. When it comes to me being a wife, when it comes to me being a mother, when it comes to me being me. If you criticize my hairstyle today, that's on you. It's not my problem. You see, the problem with us is that you'll tell me something and then I take it personally. Why am I doing that? If you're confident, you know that I am beautiful. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am a good mother. I am a good parent. I am a good wife, you know. Even as a wife, I don't do the normal things that normal wives do. I go the extra mile and find out, okay, this year, my husband loved 1, 2, 3. Let me confirm with him if he still loves the same things come 2023. You know? So it's not that now that I love him, he loves me, that's it. No. Relationship is work, and it's two-sided.
Takes two to tango.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about just being a normal family? Like, I can just walk to the market, shop, go for, I don't know. I'm just trying to... It's driving me crazy.
You see, it's not normal when I go out with my husband. But after that, behind the scenes at home, everything is normal. I'm a normal mother. I go to the supermarkets na slippers. Why? Because I don't care what you will say about that. Because mimi sitaki kujipandisha cheo ati now I can't drive a small car, because if I drive a small car, people will say either we don't have money or I do me. And imagine if we all just be ourselves and do what we want, what we are comfortable with. Life will be very easy. Life is very easy for me. You go sometimes, I trended the other day about something that I said, and I read, I think, 2 or 3 comments, and I was like, wait a minute. The comments hazitaniharibia siku. So if you have anything positive to say, thank you. Hata kabla sijasoma, asanti. If you have anything negative to say, mimi your negativity yako siitaki, mimi nitendelea na maisha yangu. So that is how I am. Sometimes even when you text, when you comment, and I don't respond, it's not because sometimes maybe I've not seen it, but sometimes it's deliberate. You're just like, let me put something out there. And I know that is positive. I know that it's going to help someone out there. It's not going to help everyone, because kila mtu ako entitled to their own opinion. So if you come with your opinion na haiwagri na kenye nimesema, now that's you. I've said what I've said. People have taken it the way they've taken it, and it's not my problem. How you understand what I say is not my problem.
That is your problem.
Tofauti, we are different people.
Yeah.
So I try as much as possible to just like be a normal person and just show the few people who are interested that you can be married to a celebrity, but you can also be yourself. You can also start a business. You can also raise children, you know. Not that ati sasa now I'm married to a celebrity, yeye ndiye atafanya kazi. Now that I'm married to a celebrity, I want this and that. If not, no, we can't live like that. And these days I've seen young women who just want your fame. So they don't care whether you're married or not. Mimi nataka fame na nataka fame. So your fame hata nitadanganya that we've had a sexual relationship.
True.
And it's yani ni lies, surely. You see, before you correct that, hata ueleze your wife. Maybe your wife is not as understanding as I am. Mimi, because I don't like to jump into conclusion. Like lazima chunguza. Yeah. So if you're not married to such a person, surely bibi akuache ama bwana akuache because you're chasing clout. You know, it is not fair. So let's just be fair to everyone out there, married or not. Let's respect each other.
Well said. You know, when I listen to you, you remind me of I don't know if anyone has told you this. Snoop Dogg is married. Has been married to. You've been told?
No, Snoop Dogg. See, I know the wife.
The wife, yes. Have you been told that you and the wife, you kind of have some characteristics? The wife is called Shante.
No.
When I listen to you, and because I follow her on social media, I've never met her. I follow on social media, and your temperaments, you know, your mannerisms, you're full of life, but at the same time, you're still married to these really amazing people and celebrities. Now, this is what she said. I don't think he could do this without me, to be honest. That's what she said. He couldn't handle it. There's too much going on. Do you agree with that? That's Shante talking about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is a
He couldn't have been as successful.
Yes, that's what Shante said. I don't think he could do this without me. Just doing life in the public limelight and doing music and rap in Hollywood. So Shante says, I don't think he could do this without me. I think they've been married for over 30 years. They're grandparents now.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's too much going on. Do you agree with her?
I totally agree with her 110%. Do you know sometimes you can marry someone and everything in your life just goes left, right, you know? Yeah. Nothing is going the way you want it to go or as planned. And there are people that when you marry them, they even help you, like they cushion you. Unaona, being a celebrity is not easy. Unatukanwa daily. If you go to their posts, kwa each and every post, kuna watu tu being negative. So you are around people who are always negative. You need someone to cushion you. So when you go home, if you have a good wife, you go home, at least anakwambia, don't worry about those people. Anakusaidia tu, you know, when you're stressed and you go back home, uko na mtu wa kushare na yeye na hata enda kwa bloggers, atafanya nini. Because sometimes you might just text someone innocently, alafu anaitumia against you. So when you have a good partner, and not just wives, sometimes it's wives having a good husband. Because also mimi pia naweza sema, I would not be here if it wasn't for him. Because pia anani push, ananiambia, you do this, you do that. Mimi namwambia, by the way, Mimi, I want to separate my brand from your brand. Lakini hajam. Because he understands. Anasema, yeah, I understand you, I get you. Because no one will say, Lily did something. Wananiweka hiyo brand kubwa kwa mgongo yangu. Sometimes I'm just like, guys, you know, what if as a human being I sleep?
Yeah.
Nifanye kitu wrong tu tuseme pase. Mtamwaribia career juu ni mimi ni mtu mzima nimechoose kufanya kitu.
Imagine.
No, I think, and that's my prayer. I just hope that one day people will just say Lily Asigo.
Nothing else. Period. Yeah.
And time is coming.
Time is coming. I see it coming. Are you on social media?
Yes.
This conversation is getting sweeter and juicier, but time pia inaisha.
Yeah.
How can we get in touch with you?
At Lily Asigo on Instagram and Facebook. Na Lily iko na double L. Lily Asigo at Asigo Beauty at Fix It Safari with Lily Asigo.
So if you have any questions for Lily Asigo, just Lily Asigo, you can, post your question in the comment section. We'll be able to. We see if we have time. Maybe we can react to some of those. But are you having a good time? I don't know. I am having such an amazing conversation. Hata sitaki time iishe. Nataka tu tupige story. Gracie, my producer, who is also on social media. And you can also write to her, by the way, if you feel there's somebody who needs to be on this show. Talk to Gracie Waweru. Grace Waweru or Gracie Wawesh. I can't remember which one is on Instagram and which one is on Facebook. But I know that will be clarified. Lily.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself the first family of Genge Town? Kama hiyo ni nini kubwa sana.
Acha nikwambie. Sisemangi, sitaki kusema alafu kuwe self-proclaimed. Hizo mnapa, if people think we are, then we are. If they think we are not, then it's fine. It won't affect where my relationship is as of now. Yeah, so.
Kwa hivyo.
Kama ni hivyo sawa. Kama si hivyo pia, ni sawa.
So what's next? What are you guys? What is this big thing that this? I'm just going to call you the first. I'm just going to call you the first family of Genge in Kenya. What is next in plan in your lineup?
We do have a surprise for everyone.
Wow.
So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah. We are building our second home. That's not a surprise.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not halfway. Kaya yake kujenga bado iko na kazi. No, it's not halfway. We are somewhere. Yeah, so we're building our second home. We are looking to just invest more and more because industry pia ni hectic.
It is.
If you don't take care of your mental health, if you don't take care of your financial and your emotions and your finances and emotions, utaumia. It's not just about trending. It's not about, like, what are you doing when you're not Lily Asigo, the wife? What are you doing? Yeah. When you're not Lily Asigo, the mother, unafanya nini? But as a family, we do have a surprise for everyone. Sitaki kuongelelea mzee, wacha ikuwe ni yeye anatoboa hizo siri. Niliambiwa niko na kimbele mbele, wacha nishikishe kimbele mbele chini. And let him be the one to like, yeah.
Hey. Mimi sijui kama isho nataka isha, but sijui tutafanyaje. But anyway, Lily, we're about to get to the tail end of this show. I've had, honestly speaking, this has been more like therapy even for myself. Nitakwambia show ikiisha off air, but it's been amazing catching up with you, and you are such an inspiration to young women, particularly the ones in the creative industry, because you really held it down. You really held it down, and I'm sure that Juacali is feeling very proud of you and the family and how you've managed to put everyone grounded. I think the essence of this show is just to inspire women. You know, we like to make people dream big. We like people to see that life can actually be normal. Things can work out. Therefore, we really appreciate you coming to our show today.
Yeah, I just hope my story has inspired someone out there. My truth, you know. Yeah, so if you're inspired as a wife, that's okay. Support your person. If you're a mother, please do what it takes to protect your children. And as a person, also don't forget who you are. What do you like? What are your hobbies? Do them, whether married or not. Follow your dreams.
Yeah, you have it. Follow your dreams. This has been Her Standards with me, Queen Tambori. Nashukuru sana, sana, sana. Our guest for today, Lily Asigo, for being with us today and opening up her world to us. And of course, even talking about the superstar that she's married to, and that is Juacali, and the beautiful life that they are having, dating and doing life online on the social media, you know, just living it up and embracing everything that comes along the way. It has been amazing. And of course, you have been amazing. You who's watching us from whichever part of this country. Tunawashukuru sana, tunawalombo tov. Is that right?
Yes.
Tunawalombo tov na tunawashukuru sana. Till next time, show ni Her Standards. Tukutane next week. Bye for now. Well, hi there, and welcome to Her Standards with me, Quinta Mbori. My friends call me Queen. I am the host of this show that comes to you every Saturday, 4 p.m., and it is all about women. One thing I like about this show is we connect you to women that you need to know. And my guest for today is actually one of those women. You probably think you know her, but I don't think you know her that well. So you need to stick around until the end to get to know more about this amazing, amazing personality, a woman you need to know here in Kenya. As usual, we are available across all social media at KTN Home. You can also hit me up at Quinta Mbori on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. I'm also available on LinkedIn and TikTok. I have really appreciated the feedback that is coming in. I have tried to get back to each and everyone. I don't know if I've gotten to you. If I haven't, just give me a little bit of time. I'll be able to reach out to you and respond to all your queries, your feedback, your comments. Do not hesitate. Keep them coming. Thank you so much. Tell us where you're watching us from. My peeps from Kisumu County, Homa Bay County, Meru, Laikipia, Machakos. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for keeping it here, and we hope that you can stick around until the end. So now, are you ready to meet our guest for today? I'll tell you a bit about her. She's actually called Lily Asigo. Today, I think our focus mostly will be on what she does for a living. She's actually founder of Asigo Beauty, and she's also a host and executive producer of a YouTube program called Fix It with Safari. Fix It Safari with Lily Asigo. She's a TV personality as well as an actress. But one other thing that you need to know about Lily is the fact that she's actually married to a superstar in this country, a legendary singer known as Juacali. And Juacali's official name is actually Paul Julius Nunda.
Yes.
So you're Mrs. Nunda.
Yes.
You recognize yourself as Mrs. Nunda?
Yes. In fact, he even complained a few years ago where we went to a hospital and then record my names, I just wrote Lily Asigo. Then my sister was like, hey, can you add Nunda? Then I added Nunda. I'm telling you, my husband and my sister are like this. They are friends.
So what's in the name? When are you going to change it? Why is it important for you to remain Lily Asigo? Are you intending
to tell you the truth?
Are you intending to add the hyphen?
No. To tell you the truth, Lily Asigo will never change. But the Nunda, you see, when we add our spouses' names to our names, they might change. Who knows? God forbid, you know, because they might die. You might get a divorce. You might remarry. You see, I don't want to keep on changing my names. So my name is Lily Asigo.
And my name is Quinta Mbori. My name is Quinta Mbori. It's like she removed the words from my mouth. I know some people are not very happy right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lily, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. You know, I was told you're coming to meet the Queen, and I was like, I cannot wait. And look at her. Look at her fashion sense. Oh, you look amazing.
Thank you. Look who's talking, yourself. By the way, I went through the social media because I needed to know who I'm coming to interview. The fashion sense is on point. The confidence is on another level, and I was just like, I need to meet this lady because she needs to teach other women, probably who are in the same shoes as her, how to cope and how to survive and how to thrive, because you're thriving.
Do you know, I wasn't this confident a few years back. It's something I deliberately worked on. I said, you know what, this year I'm going to work on my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I never tell people what my weaknesses are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't like lay them down and be, why do he, because people tend to use them against you. So what I do, I lie. You ask me, what are you afraid of? I'm going to lie. So that when you use it against me, it doesn't affect me. Yes.
Good stuff. Before, I know everybody just wants to know more about, you know, being Juacali's wife, but that is not our main agenda for today. Honestly speaking, and I was going through, when I was preparing for this interview, I just wanted people to know you for who you are first. And then now we can talk about being Juacali's wife, because it's very difficult to separate you from Juacali. But at the same time, you are your own personal, you are your own individual person.
Yes.
We can't run away from that.
Yeah.
So who is Lily?
Lily Asigo is a fantastic mother. I'm so proud to be a mother because it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Not every woman can give birth. So I normally thank God every single day for allowing me, for giving me the title mommy. I love my boy, Evans. I love my two girls, Doreen and Abby. And I'm a TV host. I've hosted a certain show at some TV station. And I'm also hosting my own show, and I'm the executive producer, as you've mentioned, Fix It Safari. And I am passionate about highlighting the beauty of women. Therefore, I started a beauty line called Lily Asigo in 2018 December. And I'm an actress. I've featured in 2 Kenyan movies. And I'm also a makeup artist, a self-taught makeup artist. And most of all, I'm a woman of God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are so many things. Which one do we start with? Which one do we start with? Let's start with Fix It with Safari. What is that all about?
Yeah, Fix It Safari.
Fix It Safari with Lily, yeah.
You see, the safari is a journey, okay, in English. Safari is like a journey. So Fix It Safari is a show whereby we let you tell your story, and then we take you through the healing process. So we call it a safari. So we come to your house, we pick you, we take you to where we're going, we do the interview, or you tell your story. And then after that, because I noticed in most interviews, after interviewing someone, you just let them go home with their open wounds. You open a can of worms, and then they don't know what to do about that, you know, because when you talk about something that you've gone through and it's hurting you, you need some guidance. So that is why I decided, you know what, let me fast and pray about direction. And God directed me to start Fix It Safari. And so far, it has changed me as a person, because sometimes you get guests who tell their stories and they match what you've gone through in life. You find yourself even crying. I have cried with guests. We have gone through therapy. I had to go through therapy so that at least I can understand where my guests are coming from. So I can say I'm equipped, I'm emotionally strong to host any kind of person going through anything. May it be addiction, may it be relationship issues, and not just romantic relationships, all kind of relationship. It could be father-daughter, mother-son, you know. So if you're going through something, you may probably want to reach out to me, because I have experts on set with me who will like walk you through, take you through, give you possible solutions, and not just leave you like that after the interview or after you share your story. So it is so dear to me. Fix It is so dear to me, and I take it seriously. I don't want to play with people's lives and stories, because you're vulnerable in front of millions of people to just share your story, and then after that, what happens to you? So we hold your hand literally, and make sure you see a therapist. If whatever you're going through needs a lawyer, we have a lawyer on board who you can consult. We have also a life coach, and anyone else, depending on your story. Every person's story is unique. So depending on what you're going through and what you require, we provide that. And then from there, we take you through other things that I don't want to say right now until you watch the show. Yes.
Fix It with Safari is on YouTube.
It will be on YouTube in less than a week.
In less than a week?
Yes.
Okay.
We've been bulk shooting since January this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go to YouTube, and in a week's time, you can go to YouTube and check Fix It Safari with the Lily. I cannot wait to have a look at it.
It's actually under Lily Asigo.
Under Lily Asigo.
Yeah, because I have lots of different
Okay.
segments. I'm not just focusing on one thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yes.
So people need to subscribe.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the acting. I'm just breaking down everything you said about yourself.
Okay.
When did you start acting? Or is it something that you went to school to study? Is something you just picked up and you realized you had it in you?
I studied hospitality and cabin crew, and I've worked at a boutique hotel before, and hospitality is just not for me when it comes to now dealing with different people who have different issues from home, and then they come with them to work. But it has helped me when it comes to now me interacting with different people.
Yeah.
But acting, I started acting in high school. Mm-hmm. It's actually in primary school, and then in high school also I was in the, what do you call it, music festival,
drama festival. Oh, you were actively
yes,
participating.
Yes, and we used to cram up to 13 memory verses. Yani nimememorize 13. Sasa kuna exam, kuna nini, it was crazy.
The whatever, zilikuwa zinaitwaje, choral verses.
Choral verse. Alafu kuna stanzas kama 8, my friend. Hii akili iko na vitu mob. Yeah, so I started acting in primary school, then in high school. Yeah. In college, I did not participate. But right after I finished college in 2009, right about there, I was called, and then I went for, before I was called, I went for interview. This is not interview, auditions. Hey, I went to lots of auditions, and I was like, this thing is not working out. Yeah, so finally, there's this program called Higher Learning. I'm sure you've watched it. I was given some 2 parts over there, and also this program called The News of Gold. Also acted alongside Naomi Nganga. I don't know if she can remember me. That day, those days, I did not even know how to do my makeup.
Maybe that's why you got to the sport.
Maybe that's why I got the sport, yeah? But it was interesting. I got to meet different people, and it was a lovely experience, yeah. A lot happened behind the scenes, and I couldn't act any longer, and I had not met my husband then. So I normally tell people, if I wanted to be famous, I would have been famous a long time ago. But that's not the goal. For me, it's about money. You know, is this job gonna give me money? If not, I don't want it. If I want fame, then well and good. Then I'll do it for fame. But that's not my
That's not your
my path.
That's not your path. That's not your mission.
That's not
your goal.
That's not my goal. Yeah.
Wow. Talking of money, money on my mind. I don't know if the cameras can zoom in. I can see some blingy things here. This is sample of Asigo Beauty.
Yes.
This brings in money.
It brings in money, yes. The profit margins are amazing.
Really?
Anyone doing makeup, they will tell you for a fact that it's a really nice business, and it's something that women love so much. So they buy every day. A woman wants to look good in pink. They want to look good in the colorless, the browns, you know, even the lashes, different kinds. We have from the simplest to the most dramatic. So it's a good business.
It's paying the bills.
Yeah.
When did you get the divine intervention to start Asigo Beauty? Because I'm still waiting.
When I was in primary school, I used to like shave my brows and draw them. So it's something that was in me. I loved makeup so much that even in high school, my biology teacher was like, "Are you allowed to paint your face?" I'm like, I did not paint my face. So he meant the makeup. I used to do even the eyeshadow. What? Can you imagine? Yes. So after that, I have experimented, and I have done a lot of stuff. I was even a fashion designer at some point. I had come together with a friend of mine, and then we started a line. Yeah. I have tried selling ready-made clothes from Turkey, from Wapi, from Uganda. I went to Uganda, got clothes. So I have experimented a lot of things, and since I love beauty and it's in me, I was like, let me come up with something that when you see and you like it, you buy it. Because there are so many challenges that comes with selling clothes, you know that?
Yes, yes, you can mention one of them.
Yes. Like you take measurements, and then after you're done making the outfit, someone has gained weight or lost weight. So you have again to adjust. And the way you used to operate, we used to come to you, because we did not have a physical location. We had a place where we were doing the clothes, but now coming to you using Uber, using taxis, you know, it was a lot. At the end of the day, the profit margin was just this.
And the hard work.
It did not make sense. Yeah, it was too stressful. So I decided, let me come up with something that when you see it and you love it, you just buy it. And Asigo Beauty was born. Yeah.
What does Asigo Beauty encompass in terms of the product?
We have glosses, so we have matte lipsticks. We have eyeshadow both in loose powder form and the palette. We have eyeliners, we have lashes, and there's more to come. There's more to come.
Where is it? Where can we shop?
You can shop online at Asigo Beauty on Instagram or Facebook. And also we have physical location, Sasa Mall, we have Bazaar Plaza, we have Kileleshwa, if you're in Kileleshwa VD Pharmacy at Kasuku Center. Yeah.
It's all available there.
Yes.
Talking of beauty, Lily, what are some of the things that when you see us beauty enthusiasts do, you feel like you should just, someone said you need to fold up this country and go home. What mistakes do we make as women in terms of taking care of our needs, our beauty needs?
Actually, I would say there are no mistakes. You know why? Yes, because when you look at yourself in the mirror and you like what you see, you're okay, you're good to go. At the end of the day, it's about confidence. It's about how this makeup makes you feel as a person. So if you put clear gloss and maybe your lips are a bit chapped, but you've put the clear gloss and you look at yourself in the mirror and you love yourself, I think there's no mistake there. Just take good care of yourself and make sure that the next time now you apply that product, it sits well. But for as long as you're okay, even with your crooked brows, even with one lashes facing this other side, I think we need to encourage people to embrace themselves. You know, Asigo Beauty is about highlighting the beauty of women. So you can use my lipsticks as eyeshadow. They work and they stay perfectly. You can even go for swimming when you have my lipstick as your eyeshadow. They are 100% waterproof, you know. So play around. It's about playing, you know, even fashion, interchange. So for as long as you love yourself,
You're good to go.
you're good to go. Yeah.
You know, when you talk about love yourself, there was, what did I call it, beef. Two women were beefing on social media, and it was related to beauty products. I don't know if you were able to see. Did you see that? Did you witness that?
No.
Anyway, that aside, there's always this thing about women not liking each other. We don't support our hustles, okay? We more often than not, our minds or our idea, we're just clouded by jealousy. Have you had such an experience? How can we, you know, work together as women? This show is for women. Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, it is important for us to know how to support each other. Yeah, two women had a very nasty fallout on social media. And I felt it was really painful for me to witness that. And I didn't know what to do about it at that particular time. But then I felt, at what point do we decide that now I'm going to bring down a sister? Or what is it that we can do together to uplift each other?
You know, women love to compete. In fact, we don't dress for the men. We dress for the women. We don't put makeup.
Wait. We need a glass of water.
Men don't notice.
We need a glass of water and dress at this point.
Yeah, men don't notice. Sometimes you even change your hairstyle and your man cannot even tell that there's something. He just says, there's something different. But a woman will tell that, wow, your hair was pink yesterday, today is blue. I love your lipstick. Where did you get your dress from? So women love to compete. You want to look better than the other one, you know. Even when it comes to business, you want people to think that wewe ndio ule msee, when umetoboa kwa hii industry. But I have personally witnessed or experienced, I've personally experienced a few things with women. You give them your product, they're like, mbona ni Lily ameanzisha na mimi naweza ifanya better. I've had people that I've given my products and they've come up with their own line, makeup line, something they did not, I don't know, maybe they were passionate about it. But if I made you come up with something, then it's a plus. At least I've changed someone's life. But you'll find that you share something with your friends, you share ideas with the people you meet, and then they end up taking your idea and working on your idea and coming up with something using your idea.
That is not theft.
Yeah, that is theft. And then you find maybe you've tried my lipsticks and you don't like them. The best thing you can do is just don't buy. You know, don't buy. Maybe your lips were chapped and then you blame it on my products. I mean, girl, chill. Don't buy. Don't be my customer. But you going out and maybe telling people her products are not good. And I have people who are saying my products are amazing. I have used them. Do you know I use a product for up to a year before I introduce? There are things I'm seeing people introducing already who are still in the industry that I have used for like 2 years. And I'm like, because something works for like a month. Then after a month, it kind of like, I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's shelf life. So for me, once you use my product, just know it is something that I have worked on. It is something that I have improved on. And feedback is important for as long as haina madharau, because we can tell. Yeah. So if one person says, my lipsticks are not amazing, and 10 people say they are amazing, I will ignore you. Sorry. Yeah.
How much should we spend on beauty products?
At least, the cheapest product is 750. Okay. The most expensive is 2,000, being the palette. Yeah. So if you have 2,000, you can get something. If you have at least 750 Kenya shillings, you can get a product.
You can get a product?
Yes.
All right. I can see I'm being told we are running out of time. There's something you talked about. I want to move to parenting here because we've broken down whatever you said about yourself. Yeah, we've talked about your acting, we've talked about beauty business, we've talked about, what else did you talk about?
Fix It Safari.
Fix It Safari. And of course now the parenting. There's one particular question I want to ask you. You're very protective of your children around relatives.
Yes.
I read somewhere.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about that. Why is it important to protect your children around relatives?
For me, just in general, it's important to protect your children because they are your responsibility. Yeah. Anything that happens to them, it's kind of your fault. Whether or not it's your fault, you will blame yourself for it. So for me, what I went through, sometimes we mirror how our parents raise us. We mirror their parenting skills and apply the same to our children. And for me, it's more of what I experienced growing up, I was molested more than 5 times. People have attempted to rape me more than 5 times also, and because of that, it really affected me. Even for me to talk about it right now and not cry, it means it has taken a lot of strength, a lot of healing, and because I know it's something that affects someone like forever. I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to my children. So what I told myself is that I won't expose them, to that unless something happens, But for as long as I'm alive, men are not allowed in my house. You can come as a visitor, but you cannot spend the night. And when you come, at least I know my children are either playing outside or they are in their rooms doing their homework or something. But when I'm not around, no one comes to my house. Because what are they coming to do unless they're coming to see me? So I have been deliberate about it, that if you are a male relative, you cannot spend the night, because I know you might be tempted to do something maybe. Something might happen. I just don't want it to happen. I just don't want to think about it. And I've explained to my son. My son and I talk a lot. I open up a lot to my son because I want him to also understand. And I tell him in a language that he can understand. So when he's interacting with the sisters, and I hear my daughter saying, watch Evans, no, Evans, I tell him, by the way, when a woman tells you no, you need to stop. And not just a woman, anyone, but I will start with a woman first, because I know how hurting it is. My mom came to know about it like 2 years ago or so, So also the way we parent our children matters a lot. Ukiwa mkali sana, they don't open up to you, Ukiwa mpole tena sana, everything has disadvantages. So I just try to balance. And on Fix It Safari, I came across someone whose daughter was molested by a woman. And the daughter, you see, girl to girl. So then I don't know, should I allow no one in my house, or I don't know. So these days I just pray. Yeah, the things you cannot control, and the things that I cannot control, I just kneel down and pray about them. Yeah.
Understandably. So we want to take a short break, but the show is just getting started. So it's just that we have a few bills to pay. We'll be right back. Remember, we're hanging out with Lily Asigo, who is the founder of Asigo Beauty. She's an actress, she's a TV host and producer. She's a creative generally, but also the wife of musician, artist, singer, legendary Genge tone legend Juacali. We haven't really talked about him, but I think we're going to touch more on him in the second part of this show. Her standards, you do not want to miss that. We'll be right back.